night.
They're like, yeah, yeah. Full smorgasbord. Hey guys, Mark and Katie here with Faith and Farm. We're here with our cattle right now. We just got done actually feeding them a bunch of produce that we got from our local food bank. That's another source that you might be able to look into around in your area. Go to your local food bank and let them know that, you know, you've got animals, and that, you know, if they have any produce that isn't you know, consumable for humans, a lot of times they're itching to get rid of it. So you know, that's one way to look at free food for your animals. You know, and the majority of it, if not all of it, is pretty nasty for humans. You can save an orange here and there, or an apple here and there, or, you know, but today we got a lot of salad and a lot of oranges that were you know, no good. So we'll show you some of that. We got piles of it all right here. You know, you can see the pile here and another pile there, and of course all the boxes, which we'll get rid of. And of course some happy cattle that are more than willing to eat it. As of right now, we're just feeding it to the cows. We've saved some carrots for our chickens and the ducks. So they are happy girls over here. So the other ones are back there, they're already full. So as you can see, these are mainly all the oranges that are kind of squashed into there because they were more happy they were more happy eating the salad. So yeah, that's just, these are our cows. These are my grandfather's cattle, and me and Katie take care of them, and we're looking to sell a few of them because we have too many as it is. So anyways, these are our cows. Oh man, my wife's got the pit boss going tonight. Something's gonna be good. Mark and Katie here again. So we're gonna go through our 6 younger chickens that we have and our 2 new ducks, and introduce you guys to each one of them individually. So we're going to start out with our duckies. Back here in the back, that's our male. His name is Todd. He's a little shy. And then this is Margot walking behind him. Let me go around the back end. They're wanting to be boogers. So on the right side is Todd. And then on the left is Margot. So the way that we came up with their names was they're little kind of stuck up. So one of our favorite movies is Christmas Vacation, and if you remember on that show, on that movie, if you've seen it, it's you know, the neighbors are named Todd and Margot. So we thought that would be a cute name for them, because that's pretty much how they act, is kind of snooty.
Okay, these are our chicks that we just got in late March, so they're about 2 months old. Right in front is our rooster. He is actually a Jersey Giant. Next to him we have Ivanka and Melania. They are Easter eggers. They're Americanas, so they are actually going to lay light blue eggs, which is really
rooster's
neat.
name is Donnie.
Yes, the rooster's name is Donnie.
And his sister over there in the corner is Marie.
Yes, and she's also a Jersey Giant. Next to her in the middle of the twins is Goldie Hawn and
Sandy.
Here.
And then hiding back here is Miss Sandy.
Yeah. And
That's
she
Sandy.
is a golden sex link. And so is Sandy.
This is one of their favorite things to do. Oh yeah. Get all the worms. So this here is our cow dog. Her name is Lady. She's actually my grandfather's dog, but she is a huge help whenever I'm doing anything with the cattle. One thing my grandfather always taught me is one of the things you don't ever trust is a bull. And so this is my insurance when it comes to dealing with the bull. Anytime I need the cows to go a certain way, Lady is my big help. Huh? You help out things? Yeah. So anytime I go to start working with the cows or working on fence, she's always on my side, helping me out and following me everywhere, just waiting for an opportunity to go after the cows, huh? She likes getting us cows, huh? Yeah, you like getting the cows? Yeah. So now I'm going to introduce you to our older hens. We've had them for about a little over 2 years, about 2 years, 2 months, somewhere right in there. So they're getting to the older side. We'll probably hold on to them until they just pretty much stop producing eggs or slow way down to where it's not really worth keeping them around anymore. That's just part of the whole farm life thing when it comes to farm animals. So let me start off with our favorite that we will probably hold on until she just gets way too old and probably passes away naturally. So her name is Pretty. So this here is Pretty. Hello, pretty girl. We named her Pretty because she lost all of her feathers and was kind of the runt of the crew. We actually had 9 chickens in the beginning, 4 hens and 1 rooster, and we actually got an adopted chicken, which was a super cute chicken that was real nice and everything, let you pick her up. Well, unfortunately, Lady, who's my grandfather's dog, she doesn't like chickens. So we ended up losing a few of them to her. I believe they just, we thought we could let them run around in our yard, which was pretty foolish, but they ended up getting through the fence, and Lady got a hold of them. So Pretty is one of the ones that actually that Lady ended up getting a hold of, and so one night we couldn't find her, and she was missing, and so we thought, well, you know, Lady got a hold of her, and usually Lady carries her off and we don't see him anymore. Well, I came out at night to go ahead and shut everything up and make sure they were good to go for the night. And here she was, laying next to their coop. And somehow she got away from Lady and got back over here. And so, you know, we kept an eye on her and everything. And ever since then, she started growing her. She was missing her tail feathers, kind of like this one here. We thought at first they were mites, so we started treating all the chickens for mites and everything, and they you know, they weren't getting better. And so, you know, we were new to having chickens by ourselves and everything. Well, come to find out, we just had too many chickens in too small of an area, and they were picking on each other. So since we've lost some, most of our chickens except for 2 of them have grown most of their feathers back. As you can see, these 2, that's Pretty in the corner, and then we call this one right here Pretty number 2, because she's just, I don't know, we couldn't figure out a name, so Pretty number 2 stuck. So that's Pretty number 2. And then let's see, this one over here on the left, I guess it'd be your guys' right side, with the one brown tail feather, we call her Brownie because of that one brown tail feather. And then the one right here, missing the tail feathers, that one, I call her Meanie because she's pretty mean. She's not mean to people, but when any kind of food comes around, she decides that she wants all of it and nobody else can have it. And then over here is, and you're going to probably laugh at this one, her name is Devil Butt. And can you tell why? She looks like she's got 2 little horns growing out of her backside. So the boys have decided, mainly Daniel has decided to name her Devil Butt. So that's her, and that is it. That's all of them, I believe. So, and there's, okay, yeah, Brownie. So I did Brownie, I did Meanie, I did Pretty and Pretty number 2, and Devil Butt. That's all 5 of them. So this is their coop. This is what we started out with. I built this when we first got the chickens, and you know, being ignorant to you know, having my own chickens, I had 9 thinking this would be plenty of space, and of course it wasn't. So being that there's 5 and that we've got it kind of secured to where we don't have to worry about Lady coming in and interrupting them, we were able to let the bigger chickens run around. And hopefully soon, here within the next couple weeks, we're going to be introducing the small ones to the big girls. So we did have a rooster. Our rooster, we had a couple here in town that was needing a rooster for breeding purposes, and he was a nice big pretty rooster, but mean as a Dickens. So he we had to say goodbye to him to go to somebody else's house, because if not, he was going to go bye-bye the other way. So so this is our 5 hens that we have that are producing eggs now, and now we're just waiting for our little ones to get rolling so that we could really get some eggs going. And this here is our garden. This is kind of, we've had gardens before, mainly on the ground, actually where the duck coop is, and kind of in this area was all one big garden area. We didn't like the way that it worked. We have Bermuda grass here in our yard, and if anybody knows anything about Bermuda grass, it tends to take everything over. So we've decided to try to do lifted beds. That I got here. I built these myself. Pretty simple to build, pretty cheap to build. And we went ahead and purchased some dirt to start it out, and then from here on out we won't have to purchase any more dirt, because I've got my compost pile started right here underneath this tarp. So this is my first go at a compost pile. So we've got our compost pile going there, and then we had planted a bunch of seeds, you know, not sure how many would take off and everything, and obviously we have a few too many extra. So watching one of the YouTube channels, actually I believe it was the Holler family, they mentioned something about using 5-gallon buckets if you don't have the, you know, place to put some extra seeds or some extra plants that have leafed. So we went ahead and started our 5-gallon buckets. These 3 are my last ones that I'd done, and for some reason, I'm not sure why, but they're not working real well. But obviously the other ones took off like none other. So most of these down here, I believe, except for this one is a, I believe, yeah, this one right here is a zucchini plant. It's taken off like zucchini always does here. And the other ones are a mixture of acorn and butternut squash. So, and then these are our tomato plants. And they are a mixture of a couple different kinds of tomatoes. I don't know right off the hand the names of them, but one of them is kind of a mixture of a beefsteak type tomato. It's supposed to produce really big tomatoes, and my wife loves tomatoes, so we got a couple of those, and we got another one that I don't remember the name of. And then these in the middle, which are going to be transplanted this weekend, is my cucumbers, and they have taken off. We just started it in whatever we had, which was this planter, and so we started them as a seed, and they've really taken off. So I'm gonna build another one of these planters. It's going to be a little bit smaller, but it's going to have lattice on the back end of it so that we can start climbing our cucumbers up there. And then right here is my bell peppers, and these have been kind of a pain in the rear end. I am kind of nursing them a little bit. I don't think I planted them deep enough, so some of the roots started showing, so I had to bring in some extra dirt and kind of pat it around and everything, but they're starting to look pretty good. I've got a few buds coming in. If you look right there, there's one right there coming in. Got a few more coming in here. So we should start seeing a few bell peppers wanting to start coming out. So those are our bell peppers. We got different red ones, green ones, yellow ones, all the different kinds. And then over here, obviously, is zucchini. Our zucchini is taking off like usual. We even have a few coming in down in there, which is amazing, down in here. So these are all zucchini right here on this side, and then over here are my squash. I've got some acorn squash and some butternut squash growing on this side. So we should be good on our squash and on our zucchini this year, and hopefully our tomatoes do real good. Our tomatoes are already starting to flower right there and bud up. And if anybody knows, if you look on this, there's getting like little bug bite like things on some of my leaves. So if you know what that is, maybe make a comment if you're able, or go on our Facebook page and message us and let us know what that is. I'm not sure what's going on there, and I'd like to find out the best way to treat it, whatever it is, to treat it. If you notice on here, we got a few of them here. It might be that little bug sitting right there. So if you could send us a message and let us know what you think it is, and the best way. I don't want to use any kind of chemicals on these. I'm trying to keep it as organic as possible. So if you know of any way to treat it, rather than using any kind of bug spray or anything like that, let me know. I do, by the way, if anybody sees that, I do know what that is. That's called chickens.
Come here, Dutchie. This is our Basset, our big baby Dutchie. He is definitely the big baby. Come here. Okay, this is probably one of my favorite animals on the farm. He's more like family than a farm animal. He's a pet. His name is Rango, and he's about 5 years old. as you can see, he's a big cat, but he's very lovey and he loves people, so he loves attention. So he's a family member.
Yeah. And then this is Trigger. Trigger is our dog that we've had for right around 9 years or so, and he's kind of our travel companion. He goes on vacations with us, and he's definitely part of the family. He likes to chase the cows for just a short second, and then he's done. But yeah, he's my buddy. He's been with me for a long time, and we're kind of old men together. But yeah, so this is Trigger. So we've even thought about making some shirts with Trigger's face on it, just because he's so stinking cute.
Oh, you want a face?
So everybody meet Trigger, and then come here, get it, come here, Garfield, come here. And then this down here, this is Garfield. This is our old farm cat. That's pretty much what he is. You can see there's a chunk of his ear missing for fighting and keeping other cats off our property. But he's kind of the old Tom. Well, he's not a tomcat because he's fixed, but he's just an old farm cat that keeps the mice down and keeps other cats from coming around. So his name is Garfield. So, want to close it out?
Sure. Thank you for watching today, and we hope that you enjoyed this episode, and we hope you come back and watch again.
Make sure you hit the like button, yes, and the subscribe if you haven't already. And we've also started our own Facebook page, so you can follow us on Facebook. Every once in a while we'll put out a short little video kind of giving you an idea of what's coming up or when another video is going to be coming out. So go ahead and like us on Facebook under Faith and Farm.
Yes.
And of course we'll be sharing pictures on there and stuff like that you won't be able to see on YouTube. So follow us on there. Leave a comment if you like, and we'll be having a couple more videos coming out here real soon. One of them is going to be a fishing trip that I took actually today, and but we'll be putting that out here real soon. And then I know Katie has some cooking videos coming up. So anyways, thanks for following us, and thanks for watching our video, and we'll catch you on the flippity flop.